What's going on, everybody? Sean here, Steel City Mafia Racing, with an unboxing video. And you're going to notice a little something different once I get this edited and get it posted. Today's a little bit of a remembrance, and you'll see that. But 2 years ago today, we lost a police officer due to injuries that she sustained 39 days earlier on August 10th of 2022. So that helps explain my my outro with taking care of your first responders. So anyhow, I'm just going to leave it at that. I'm going to turn the camera around, and I've got 2 race entries. 2 more people got here today. So I'm going to turn that camera around, get those opened up, show you who's here, and then might do some racing a little bit later in another video. So, with all that being said, here we go. Okay. First entry is from Sean Cook, Martinsville, Indiana. There we go. Find the end of the box here. I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure where Martinsville is. I've heard of it. I think it might be out towards Indianapolis, out that way maybe. A green drifting brake and a black Ford One F-150 Lightning. Ah, Demon Preacher. Okay. Real quick. Good luck. Get to the right page here. Page 4. So he's going to be 35 and 36. There is the drifting brake. And then the, okay. There's the Ford. Now, remember that, oh, okay, I am going to that one might not work. I will contact Mr. Cook. Then okay, I'm not even going to try and pronounce the last name. It's from Henry in Beaverton, Oregon. Forgive me for not trying to butcher your last name. I just don't want to. It would be really wrong from the actual pronunciation. I guarantee that. It's SCH. Yeah, no, I'm not even going there. So if you see this, forgive me for not trying to pronounce your last name. I just didn't want to butcher it way too bad. Okay. Oh, it's from Abby Normal. Black Ford F-150 Lightning and a red Ford F-150 Lightning. This would be 37 and 38. And then okay, a nice little letter here. It says, "Hey, howdy. First off, thanks for hosting a race event. A while back, I sent a couple of dragsters to Dutch. If you don't know Dutch, it's Dutch Clutch Racing. Sent a couple of dragsters to Dutch before he had his first event recently. He nicely sent the car back to me. I've sent this car to you along with my 2 entries. There are 2 Ford F-150s in the box as my entries to King of the Hill 2, and the red funny car is Dutch's car. I don't have a real drag track yet, and I don't want this car just hanging out. So I'm giving it a good lube job and I'm passing it on to you. I would suggest maybe a halftime show in your final event of King of the Hill 2 where one of your stocker home cars races Dutch's car, then pass the car on to somebody you know who runs a red line listed drag track and who will do the same sort of halftime show. I think it would be fun to have people look forward to a halftime event called Dutch Gets Dragged. Either way, hope you have fun. Hope you have some fun with it. Henry at Abby Normal." Thank you, sir. Yes, if anybody has not been in touch with Dutch, he's got a track he's getting up and running. He was the first person to sign up and have a car sent in for my first King of the Hill tournament. We've since exchanged numbers. Okay, Henry, this tape is just going to get ripped. But yeah, Dutch was the first person to sign up and have his car to my track for my first King of the Hill tournament. And anybody that has hosted races that Dutch has signed up for, I can almost guarantee you that Dutch is probably the first car there. Your race might not be for another 3 months, but you'll have Dutch's car there already. So, there's this Ford from Abby Normal, from Henry. So I've got 2 people to reach out to because I'm not sure those cars are going to run down the track. getting my butt kicked by bubble wrap. Now in this instance, the last King of the Hill race, there was a car that did not quite fit on the track. So here's the red one. They're a little bit wide. They rub in spots. The last race, it was the car that Bolo sent in. It was just a little too wide. Wouldn't run down the track, so I let him send in a replacement car for that. And then here is the car. Yeah, for Dutch Got Dragged. Okay, so that's today's unboxing. I said I will contact Sean Cook and Henry about the F-150s. I may try and run them just to see, just to confirm that they're not going to work. But right at the moment, you can kind of tell there's going to be spots where it's not going to work. So, that being said, if you like this type of content, like, subscribe, comment, share, give it a thumbs up, hit the notification bell. Well, giving a thumbs up is liking. And then take care of your first responders. Police, fire, EMS, dispatchers, corrections officers, military, doctors, nurses. I know a lot of people do not consider dispatchers as being first responders. That is not true. If you have an emergency and you call 911, it is that dispatcher that answers the phone, takes your information to let the fire department, police department, the EMS, where your emergency is. So dispatchers are definitely 100% first responders. I've got a close friend who was a full-time dispatcher for 15 years. She still does it part-time. She now also works for our city police department as a civilian employee, but she still does dispatching. The stories that she has, believe me, there are good and there are also bad stories. And the bad ones continue to haunt her to this day. So do not disregard your dispatchers. They are definitely first responders. Okay, off of that soapbox now. All I got left to say, to you all, peace, love, health, happiness. To you all, hug your loved ones. You never know when it's going to be the last time that you are able to do that. And as Nomi says, it's 5 o'clock somewhere. Until the next video, peace.